Good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening to folks who have joined us from different parts of the world. Thank you for joining us today. I am Aditya Sharma from E2E Cloud's marketing team. E2E Cloud is an Indian-based accelerated cloud computing platform for all your computing needs. And we hope that you will enjoy this session and learn a lot from it. Today with us we have Mr. Rajendra Turakani, co-founder and CEO at Saranyu Technologies. Mr. Rajendra will talk about accelerated video transcoding and how to reduce your TCO. Feel free to ask your questions in the Q&A section below during the session, and at the end of the session also, we'll have a Q&A session and sir will pick them up as we move. Over to you, sir.
Sure. Thanks, Aditya. Good afternoon, everyone. So, hope all of you are doing well. So, right, I'll get started maybe as people join in. And also, as Aditya mentioned, you can put down your questions in the QA section there. So, we will pick it up if that could be answered in that slide, or we'll pick it up at the end of the session. And maybe if there are something left out, we can connect separately and then discuss on that. So firstly, I would like to thank E2E Cloud for having us here and having this partnership done so that we could offer a video processing solution which is not only robust, scalable, and also cost efficient. So it's because of the E2E Cloud that we are able to provide such a solution, and it is beneficial for our customers as well, because now everybody tends to gain here, so both from the processing and the service providers and from the content owners or the content publishers end, wherein they get a robust and scalable and cost efficient solutions. So with this as a keynote, the way I've structured the presentation today is that we'll take a look at key features and what Saranyu is and what we have been doing for past 10 plus years. And then we'll talk about our specific use case that we have now deployed and delivered on E2E, and how we are able to do a cost efficient platform and a solution for multiple of our customers, and how they have been benefited by that. So yeah, so brief about us. So we are Bangalore based and founded in 2011. So we work with multiple customers across domains: entertainment, education, news, and enterprise, offering them the OTT platform, video platforms, and any needs that they may have in the video space. So primarily, Vision, we have technology partner of choice. We don't have our own service as though, but we are technology partners, right? We work with the content owners to effectively monetize their digital content. So mission wise, we empower content owners to stay competitive and offer them world-class technologies. So if you see, we have been in the OTT space for close to 10 plus years now, singularly focused on video and live. So we have hardened solutions and well equipped with the knowledge and thought process in terms of implementation of these solutions. Definitely is a lot for the customers to gain from the knowledge we have gathered and the work we have done. So definitely we would like our customers to leverage our expertise in this domain. And also as we build the solutions, we also make sure that whatever learnings we have in the industry, as we have done so many solutions and worked with multiple customers, are available to all our customers as part of the solution offering. Right. So just a slide about E2E. Thought I'll have that as an intro. So definitely Aditya has mentioned a few things, but you may also have known about E2E. So I just picked up this slide from their from their website. So definitely NSE listed robust platform, and we have been able to leverage to its full potential and build a solution of that for our customers. So we have two data centers, Mumbai and Delhi, and we operate in both the data centers as the case may be. So just a word here about E2E as experienced by us. So that is that slide is there already on their website. But something I wanted to explicitly bring about in terms of how our experience with E2E has been. So definitely at the top most of it is fast. secure and truly elastic platform. So we have been able to launch machines, bring down machines, add as well as our will, and then bring our workloads, execute our workloads. So definitely it has been truly elastic, and put on top of that, it has been cost efficient, built in INR, so that really helps us make sure that our bills and our promises are met. Secondly, what how the E2E, the entire thing, entire platform stands out is excellent support team. So when we had to move our workloads we wanted support of assurance management in terms of how the things could be as critical, say for the very critical today itself, today as well, it is critical customers, wherein we are hunting day to day. So definitely we are running some mission critical activities, like say, as we are in the OTT space, either there's a news platforms or the OTT platforms, where there's a Friday release on an OTT platform, and the video processing has to be complete before much time given for the platform in terms of the availability of the source content, because of so many content related issues. So we'll need a secure, truly elastic platform, and it can scale at the will of the requirement. And tech and product focus, I have to mention this because the entire team is tech focused, and we will definitely see a good number of products coming from E2E. And as a service providers, we would want to leverage most of the products offered by E2E, and then provide a similar benefit to the customers. So varied choices of machines and services. So we have a good set of machines there. We have hard disks and CPU and RAM, which are excellent compared to other clouds. So auto launch and boot up mechanisms. Definitely, these are some of the key things that have been enabled now. And also, as we discussed with E2B, there is another set of new features they want to bring up in this space, wherein I put a configuration file in my dashboard itself, and I get to all those variables in my machine. So excellent things are happening there. And above all, yes, being a media platform wherein we need a very good bandwidth in terms of boards. So we need all these put together, it becomes a very formidable force for us to join hands and then offer our solutions to the customers. So which not only creates a robust platform, but also we are able to provide these advantages to our customers as well, being cost efficient in terms of the overall solution offerings. And we could be innovative, we could bring in solutions that could suit your needs, and we also could work around in terms of specific needs that could be, because as we have built the platform ground up, we own end to end to it, and then there may be certain customizations that you may be looking at, certain integrations that you may be looking at, or something like that. Definitely we could work towards and then meet your needs. A slide on who we are and what kind of things that we have been having since some time now. So we are 2011 founded, so we are close to 10 plus years, as I put out on my earlier slides there. So we were one of the earliest guys who built the video platform way back in 2011. Prior to that, I was working with VTM systems, which used to offer video and audio codecs to OEMs. OEMs then. All right, so that was the very early days for the video platform. Definitely at that time, AWS was prominent, and we built it much before the Elastic Transcoder from AWS itself was announced. And we were involved in first streaming app, MyPlay of Hangama. So closely with Hangama then. For instance, like say the HD stream or way back in 2011. So after that, we've been involved in multiple deployments in terms of OTT video platforms. So the first of the deployments had been, we worked very closely with Z. So Ditto TV was one of our very first deployments, and we took it from no users to 5 million plus users then, and then we transitioned it to Z5, which is now Z5 now. And wide range have an offering of OTT as a service, wherein content owners who want to leverage their niche content and build their own OTT, they could take the platform on a monthly SaaS model and then bring up their service. So once after this in 2017-19, we found we got to the scale in terms of our deployments, our services. So we have all of these customers we have been working with now. So we launched Shemarumi, TV Win, and we have involved with ETV Bharat. And there are quite a bit of other OTT solutions. Close to 30 plus OTTs we have powered till date. And we continue to work with many new customers and many new niche content houses to bring up their OTT. So as part of the solution, we offer CMS, the platform, user features, subscription management, personalization as part of the platform. And as part of the client devices, we offer applications on Android, iOS, on the mobile side, definitely desktop. Then on the TV side, Fire Stick, Android TV, Roku, Apple TV, and then we have WebOS, Tizen, and almost all set of boxes we are now integrated on, like it could be Geo, MI, or anything like that. So as we have taken up OTT, we have been also, we're a tech company from heart. So we have been involved in innovations and tech enterprising as well within the domain. So we are working closely with the Sankhya Labs. So that is working on a chip for 5G as to enable broadcast mode within 5G network. So if that comes in, the live streaming and all would be ease in terms of bandwidth consumption and others. So we have our own DRM implementation. We provide players of our own. So we have a player SDK, web SDK, and recently we have vertical video player solution as well. So yes, so as part of other domains that we have been working, so live streaming is one of them. We have a journalist app. Multiple news companies have leveraged that and then have deployed a field reporter app wherein they are able to use that. The journalists are able to use that and publish the videos or the news to the CMS. So we're working on video AML based video analysis and others as a extension to our platform. So this is one of the core platforms for us, InstaOTT. So just highlighting a few elements here as part of what we offer as InstaOTT solution. So one is we have end-to-end CMS, the content management system. It's a homegrown system of the platform. So we have built this whole solution grounds up, and we are cloud agnostic here. We could deploy on any of the clouds, right? So so definitely that was one advantage for us to move most of our solutions to E2E as required. It manages content management is part of it, catalogs, it manages metadata, listing, app CMS is part of it. So it gives an end-to-end solution in terms of how my OTT could be built and managed, my apps could be managed from the CMS. So we have a video engine, which I would talk about it a bit later. We have our own video engine and the DRM solution of one. We have now tied up with Widevine for the Google Widevine, and we offer Fairplay. So we offer end-to-end solution both in terms of video encoding and the DRM. We have our own set of players, HTML5 SDKs for Android, iOS, and TV apps. We support wide range of features here, right from multi-audio, multi-subtitles to VR360, DVR, multiple of them. So we could, if there's an interest on any of these platforms, we could take up a demo separately and look at features and look at your requirements as well. So as if you see now, we have built the platform and the player ourselves and the apps as well. So it gives us an added advantage in terms of how deep we could go with analytics. So we have a good range of analytics reports, right from content usage reports to user reports, user consumption reports. So we have full control over our video player, we are able to leverage all the callbacks and necessary reporting from the applications to our backend platform. So we have good range of analytics and reports coming our way as we integrate this platform. So user management and models wise, we support all modes of monetizations now, as we have worked with multiple customers across the globe. So being SWOT, AWOT, right? It's a transaction WOT and B2B integrations, coupon codes. So you name it, we would have the monetizations model available with us. Personalization, so definitely recommendations is part of the solution. So we have a lot of good user features coming up in the platform, like and continue watching, device shifting. So all of it in terms of whatever we for our customers. So these are the top OTT service powered by Saranyu. So first of it is Shemarumi. We continue to maintain and manage Shemaru platform even today. So we have Shemarumi available on almost all consumable and client devices, the phones, the TVs, Geo. So and it's integrated in 50 plus B2B integrations, or maybe more than that. So I've been involved with the entire scope of development of the platform and the applications. So Tarang Plus is from Odisha. So the OTV is OTT. India Science is from Vignan Prasar. Vignan Prasar is the Government of India organization, Government of India enterprise, and they have an OTT which has niche science content. So they have an OTT platform, and it's powered by us. And down south, we have both ETV Win and ETV Bharat being powered by us. So ETV Win recently went subscription. Yes, and it is predominantly and we recently launched Big TV. Big TV One is one of the news OTTs. We have done our own apps for them. So we have a template apps for news as well. So Hindustan Times has leveraged our vertical video player. So if you download Hindustan Times app and look at it, the bottom videos tab is powered by us. ABP, we are working with ABP for transcoding platform. So we have deployed highly scalable and large platform for them to take care of their entire processing needs. So that's one of the key studies here. Towel Kids is the kids OTT from Gujarat. Play Schools is another from us, wherein it is a streaming platform it's basically for the kindergartens garden through the app. So we have done the entire end-to-end streaming platform for them. So if you see, we have been involved in the OTT space for quite some time now. And Nine Mobile, for example, yeah, I've missed to mention that Nine Mobile is an entire end-to-end platform for a telco in African region. So like we have an Extreme here, Airtel Extreme or Vodafone Idea, it is end-to-end platform deployed on a telco on-premise. If you see, we have been involved with the video space for quite a bit of time now, and offering full set of solutions required for an OTT. So definitely as a solution providers, we can bring in innovations in terms of the entire workflow, bring in cost optimizations and quality optimizations. Like say, for example, our Android app on the OTT is supposed to be one of the lightest apps, OTT apps. This has been possible because we worked end to end. A lot of things that could have been avoided in the app have been avoided, and we have now one of the lightest OTT apps. Even I think there may be a news report as well from Shemarumi when maybe 6 to 8 months back, wherein actually wanted to go, they wanted to have a press release on that. So yes, so the advantage being that we are end-to-end solution providers, and that definitely helps us bring in optimizations across the workflows. So as some of the things that we are working towards launch are like say telco OTTs. We have a couple of telco OTTs coming up. So an end-to-end platform is being deployed in the telco. Smart Journalist app, as we are now deployed it for ETV Bharat and Aaj Tak, some field trials are happening. So we have a Smart Journalist app that could be leveraged by the news companies. Vertical play video player, we have end-to-end solution here, both from video transcoding to the SDKs, wherein you could leverage the platform and enable your app for short vertical videos. So as we have worked with on the video space for quite some time, we have been involved with big large scale OTTs as well, in terms of tech consultations or specific kind of work for them. Like we have recently worked with Disney Hotstar, and we have enabled 5.1 and Atmos into their platform. So 5.1 specifically on WebOS and Tizen, and Atmos across their offerings. So if you look at any video on Disney Hotstar with Atmos, maybe it would be powered by us. So we have our SDK updated for delivering Atmos on various client devices. And Woot, one of the other leading OTT solution providers, we worked with them to enable Play Ready here. So they had Widevine and Fair Play, but they were having difficulties in providing video workflows on gaming consoles, where Play Ready was a must. So we worked with them and devised a solution where they could leverage what they had and still provide service on the Play Ready devices. So MTN Pulse Play is one of the other customer wherein we have, it's again a leading telco, wherein we have enabled user-centric uploads, downloads. So PVR is just a case to mention here. We have worked with PVR to enable live streaming of concerts to their theaters. So we have done a couple of live telecasts already. So last one being the BTS live streaming from South Korea to 60 plus cities, maybe 100, 200 plus theaters and 60 plus cities. And we did the end-to-end platform for them. So definitely in most of these cases, wherever there is an infra need, we have been leveraging E2E, and it has worked quite well for us. And we have had good credits from the customers as well. So yes, so that has been a brief about what we have been involved, our abilities, and how our customers could leverage our abilities to bring in innovations into their existing workflows, or bring in innovations, or bring in more features respect to video and other workflows in their non-video workflows or non-video businesses that could be. So next few slides, I would like to focus on our offering, specific offering that we are talking about, and how we are able to leverage E2E to bring down the overall costing. And one is the cost part of it, and there is the quality part of it, and the third is the speed part of it. How we are able to bring in a balance in all three of them, and then leverage the entire platform and provide end-to-end solution for our customers. So the bundled offering here is the video processing platform entirely deployed on E2E, and we at least 200 plus hours of transcoding we are doing on a daily basis across our customers. And as I mentioned here, it's a quality and cost efficient video platform, and we ingest, process, archive, retrieve the content as the workload could be. Say, for example, these all have been now implemented and production deployed across few our customers. I like to talk about that in the later slides. So as we do that, we have, as I have mentioned, that we have players as well, wherein on both Android, iOS, and web. So anybody who could want to leverage our video platform not only gets beneficial or benefit from the video processing end, but also could leverage our video expertise or our video players and enable their websites or applications with video. So this comes with an end-to-end CMS, a content management system, wherein you are able to ingest, transcode, publish the content. So publish here means you could use your mother CMS and publish from here. So that now this is an additional platform wherein it just handles the video processing for you. So as we're REST driven, so almost every other aspect on the CMS has an API. So we have, that has worked to a great advantage for us. It has been it has helped us integrate into the existing CMSs. Like for example, it could be HT Media, it could be ABP or anybody. So we have leveraged their existing CMS and integrated the platform through an API. And then finally, once the whole thing is done, they get a call back or they do a get calls and then update their platform with the respective data. So video engine and DRM, this is something that I talked about. This is the core video processing platform, and we have been able to maintain good SLAs here. So we do multi-bitrate, HDSD, 4K, and definitely adaptive, support both HLS and Dash. And on ingest modes, we can support multiple, maybe it is AWS S3 or FTP or Aspera. We can support any of those ingest modes. And we are storage and CDN agnostic. So you may already be dealing with a storage or a CDN, so we can publish to that from the platform. So definitely having a platform like E2E helps us, wherein there is a singular pricing, both from the applications, say for example, from CPU to RAM to hard disk to the data. As I mentioned, the critical component, the player part. So we have worked uh, or invested quite a bit on the video players, and we continue to improve them on a daily basis. So we could leverage that in terms of your workflows. So we are 360s as well available as part of our video player. The other workflows that I would like to talk about are video archival and retrieval. So this also has been deployed now and is under field testing now. And as part of the entire solution, how we are able to optimize and deploy it right is we tend to work with each customers and provide a dedicated set of queues so that they know the occupancy of their queues and utilize that. This not only helps us to optimize on terms of resource usage, but also as we do that, definitely there is a cost advantage that is going to come to us. And that's also passed to our customers. So analytics and reporting, yes, we can support on any backend, maybe it's GA or Firebase, or if you could have your own analytics platform, we could fire to them, because the players do come with multiple callbacks and ingest points at various levels. So that is that. Right. So as I mentioned about the video transcoding platform, it's cost efficient and a very fast platform. So we have been able to do a 20 minutes video in a 10 minutes time frame, including HD. So multi-bitrate transporting in super real time. So we are already handling 200 plus hours of source content each day. And the dedicated queues, so we could sit with you and see what best works for the solution, and then appropriately size the platform for the need. We could have dedicated queues per language or a state or a channel, something like that. And we do split transcoding so that it is delivered fast to the end customers, wherein we do a set of profiles and then make it ready for the usage, and then add it maybe in the next few minutes for the users to consume maybe HD or a couple of more profiles from the network perspective. There are quite a bit of APIs, so for ingest, transcode, and callbacks. So it is seamless integration to the existing CMS. So there should not be a trouble looking at integrations with the existing CMS. And yeah, so this is the claim from us. Say, for example, any existing solution, you should be able to bring down the cost for 50%. So that is something that definitely we could achieve. So we can look at the needs that are there, and then look at the scalability and appropriately size the platform, and see what best could be done in terms of bringing the existing cost. And definitely we are storage agnostic. We can push the content to any storage. So we are not tied to any cloud in that matter. So we leverage E2E platform and then push to any, like it could be Akamai, AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, or any other storages that you may have. Or if it could be an archival system, or it could be an FTP or anything like that, we could modify, or we could include those storage endpoints into the platform and then deploy it for you. So support multi-language, subtitles, audio, 5.1 Atmos as part of our solution. So we could utilize the platform for any of your video needs, as the case may be. So for the OTTs, definitely multi-audio and multi-subtitles are necessary, and support for Atmos is also very important. So going slightly deeper in terms of the platform blocks and how it gets deployed across the network. So we have an external CMS here. It could be the existing CMS that you may be using, digital asset management system, or a media asset management system, as the case could be. So Instaxcoder CMS is the skin for our APIs, wherein you could ingest, publish the content from the external CMS. And then there's an orchestrator. So the entire thing from the Insta Explorer CMS to other parts here, I leverage E2E platform. And the orchestrator decides based on the program or the configuration which queue it goes to. Each dedicated queue has a set of transcoding instances, and each one of them, each of these blocks are scalable. That means each one can leverage the auto boot up or auto scale of E2E and then add more machines as required. So there are dedicated queues as configured, and there are elastic transcoding instances for that queue. And then there is a storage, that is the output of it. So with this, what happens is you get to scale in terms of your own queues, and you can, your SLAs, how exactly it could be, and you could check the user time. Also, what happens is the entire benefit of this is also that we can size the platform need of the customer, deploy it. Is the archival workflow? Maybe it's an edtech, or maybe it's a news, or maybe it's an OTT, wherein I have to keep my videos as the case may be. So definitely we have solved this problem for one of our news partners, wherein they have leveraged the solutions for the archival and the deep archival. So they have been, so it's like, say for example, now everybody or any other news operator would be using a DAM or a MAM already for their content. So we operate entirely on the application or on the storage part of it here. Like say for example, now the entire thing here deployed for them works on S3, and very minimal changes on their existing DAM for them to manage their archival. So here, if you see, moment a video or a thing that has to be archived is just pushed to a specific S3, wherein we are monitoring it. So with the moment there is a file there, we pick it up and then set our engine rolling. And after that, it takes up and then converts here to one single rendition, that is 1080p, and then pushes back to the archival platform. And there are deep archival workflows set up on the AWS S3 here in this case, and they are moved to Glacier as the policy is. So if you see now, the video platform as such has been leveraged to do archival for the digital content or the tape content or the news content. So see, if you see now, the existing DAM, either it has to handle notifications or just do a get call on a particular asset. So with this very minimal changes in the existing DAM or a MAM system, we are able to integrate the end-to-end archival workflow. So this is a brief explanation about the workflow as such. So this 1080p is something that is configured now, wherein we transcode it and publish to the archive and the archival workflow. We can either do a get call from the platform, or we can do a callback. So as the case or the requirement could be, in terms of what the current existing MAM or DAM can handle, we can provision that on the CMS. So we can also utilize it to initiate cleanup and deletion processes as required, so that it helps in terms of optimizing cost of the storage and yeah, clean up certain things that may be unnecessary. If you see, the same thing has been leveraged by the news platform, the news agency, for the retrieval workflow as well. Say, for example, we don't know whether the video is in the archival or it's in the deep archival. So there is a platform that needs to be aware of where the video is, and then accordingly pull that from that place, and then place it for access from the DAM or MAM. So here, if you see, there is a workflow that is done wherein there is an initiate the retrieval workflow is initiated by the DAM, either by putting a file onto S3 or it is through an API. The moment signal is received from DAM or MAM, the retrieval platform takes that notification and then pulls the video from the archival platform. And then also there is a requirement here that there is a video archival or a retrieval I need to do, and I need only 10 minutes of that video from say for example, I want to go back to yesterday's clipping and then retrieve data from say 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. So such kind of workloads have to be supported on the retrieval platforms, and the Instax coder actually pulls the content, slices it in the required duration that it needs to provide in, and then transfers to the retrieval bucket. So with this, the DAM actually, they are definitely on the notification sites. It can handle what is that is appropriate for it. And then the entire, if you see now, the entire retrieval workflow is independent of the DAM MAM system, and it could be integrated with any of the existing management system that you may be using. So this is the brief workflow. So here, the platform being S3, we have been able to utilize some of the notification and SNS modules from S3 to trigger our workflows. But yeah, if there's any other cloud or a local setup or any other flow that may be a workflow that may be set up, we could appropriately size the solution and then deploy the monitors as required. Right. So just quickly, I would like to take you through some of the custom deployments that we have done. So some customer case studies and key requirements that we handled, and then how we actually built and deployed it for scale. So definitely it is like for a couple of news platforms we have done already. So one of the key requirements of us, yeah. So for example, right now people have been using one or the other solutions per se. In this case, definitely Elemental is something that most of people who would want to leverage video workflows would be using. So customers was also on Elemental. So they wanted the same robustness and reliability and scalability of Elemental from our platform side. So that had to be provided. So definitely at for example, working with E2E helps us to bring in that confidence in terms of the machines and the network and the platform, and promise our customers the SLA. And they wanted dedicated queues per language or channel, wherein they want it to be as scalable as per channel, because news can't wait for anyone, and I can't say that my Hindi is queued and I cannot take up any Bengali content or Bengali videos for transcoding. And fast turnaround was a key SLA to be met. So 20 minutes video, we had 10 minutes to deliver it and make it available for end users to be available to watch it. So entire thing had to be seamless in terms of resolution and profile detections, because I may have uploaded a 720p video or a 1080p video or just SD video. So I should make sure that I identify the input video and set up my profiles so that respective part of profiles are picked and then transcoded to. So other set of innovations that we have done are we have an AI driven thumbnail generator, wherein it actually creates a GIF out of most relevant thumbnails here, and then that is being used by the application to show a moving thumbnail. So also what happens is some of where we have the cost advantage in terms of the platform is there are, like say for example, high quality MP4 for social media posting is necessary. So in this case, it's easier for us to pick up the MP4 before it is packaged and then appropriately pushed to storage. So you don't need to build another workflow on a standard platform. That would be a case, and then pay for that transcoding as well. So we can leverage the platform and the know-how and the implementation to optimize certain workflows, wherein bring in which would eventually bring the cost optimizations for the entire workflow. So API integration and callbacks, it has been a seamless integrations. We have been now running this workflow for close to 3+ months now, and then yeah, today we have handled the election day as well. So yes, we have done the budget and the election day as well with them. So it's been a good platform, robust enough from the customers, and we have not had any complaints from them, and it's been running quite well till date. So if you see now, a quick glance about how the deployment strategies we have employed. So this is how their workflow partitioning has been. Say, for example, Hindi is 31% of their entire workflows, while Marathi and Bengali are like 14, 15, and Gujarati 11. So in Tamil, Telugu being 2 to 3. So we have designed our dedicated queues accordingly, and then we have set up a general queues as well here. So there has been this has worked to a very good advantage for all of us. One is there is a redundancy, and there is a split transcoding across profiles. So while we have set up dedicated queues for their first set of profiles, while there are general queues handling the other set of profiles. So this is using this, we have been actually able to better the SLA that they had asked for, because around 8 to 9 minutes we are able to publish a video and make it ready for the end users, and then add other profiles as required. So the time to market or time to availability has been one of the key plus points for us in the entire solution. So yeah, so this is one of the key case studies here. While this is something that we thought we will bring about in the webinar, and then look at work with multiple other customers or other service providers who may have this need, and then help them optimize their cost, robustize their solution, and definitely improve their entire end-to-end video experience. If there's any questions or anything like that, we could plan a quick 2 minutes and then. Right. So yeah, we can pour in the questions as we progress with the presentation. Maybe if there anything that you want to reach us, definitely we are available. Yes, definitely. Yeah. Streaming service. One of the key costs for a streaming service provider is the bandwidth cost. So definitely that is there. And apart from the platform content, bandwidth is a sizable cost for the customers. I'll just talk about this in one of my future slides, wherein we are bringing up a solution in terms of a content adaptive, which could actually bring down our overall bandwidth requirement, or the overall size of the video, the transcoded video, which in turn would bring down the overall cost of the stream. So there are there are various, also just to add to this, there are various strategies that can be employed by the streaming providers to leverage or to bring down their entire cost. Say, for example, HEVC, most of the Fire Stick devices and the Android TV devices support HEVC. So HEVC could be one of the choice of outputs within the TV devices, while we have various resolutions, or H.264 still continues to be on the phone side, but Apple phones we can still leverage HEVC, and then at each level we can leverage our services like content adaptive to bring down the content further, and also categorize the content and then appropriately choose the bit rates. Say, for example, if the content is more of animations, right? So then I don't need my 1080p to be at 3 Mbps. A lower bit rate also is good enough. So content adaptive looks at the content and then chooses the bitrate in that case as required. Right. So maybe just a few more slides in terms of what we offer, so that there is understanding in terms of what else you could leverage our expertise in, and then we could work closely with many of you in terms of enabling solutions across video and live. So this is something that is there for the DRM. So we offer our own DRM service. So if you, along with the video platform, you can leverage our DRM service as well. So it is highly scalable platform. So licenses delivery is managed on the cloud scalable platform here. So these are some of the dashboards that are there, wherein we are able to classify based on devices, region-wise, total number of licenses that have been issued. So vertical video player, we have deployed it for Hindustan Times and Shemaru now, and it is an end-to-end platform which involves processing at one end and short video optimized SDKs on Android, iOS, and web. When I mean optimized, it's not just a video player that is playing a vertical video here. There are a lot of other things that have been added to the vertical video player to give that seamless experience of vertical video requirements. Like it could be the background caching of the video dynamically, caching and decaching of videos as the user scrolls up and down, and then various metadata on the video with along with callbacks for analytics, share, like, and views, full video CT. So this is the trend now wherein we put up a short video for the consumption of the user, and then once he wants to leverage a larger video out of and he's interested and want to watch a long form content of the same, he could click on the CTA and then he could go there. So this is something that we have worked with HT, that they say on tap, mute, unmute, long press, play, pause, all of it is there, and thumbnail before. So it's an end-to-end platform that is done. It's hardened now and with their market since 3-4 months now. So definitely if there's a need for a vertical video player solution, we could be there and then help you out, bring that solution quick on the application that you may already have. So Reporter app and the video editor. So this has been field deployed at ETV Bharat and Ajtak now. So it is used by the Reporter app reporters to capture the news, both video and non-video, and then upload to the backend CMS. So we provide the field reporter app and the ingest CMS. The ingest CMS is something that the operator looks at, and then credible or good useful videos that they want to actually publish are taken from here and pushed on to their mother CMS. So the mother CMS is something that is already been used by the news agencies, and they could use that particular video and then publish it further. Right. So this helps in adding an additional capability at the ingest desk for the news companies. So on the upload side, we have hardened our uploader. It supports S3 and Aspera. So we've been testing, or it has been field tested for short, long form videos and all of it in terms of app uploads. So iOS and Android app, we offer both the flavors, and we have deployed it for ETV Bharat and Ajtak already. So these are a set of customers, as I mentioned earlier, who actively utilize our OTT or video transcoding platforms. So we have worked closely with each one of them, and we continue to work with them and continuously improve our solution so that there are always advantages of working with the tech-inspired platforms where continuous improvements are provided to the solution providers. So as I mentioned earlier, as I was asking or talking about the streaming costs, so definitely is a content-aware app encoder is one of the key solutions that we are looking at. It should be field ready in a couple of months now. So it's been tested across multiple service providers, multiple type of content at this point in time. So we are also working on a platform for FAST. So once you have the content available in the platform, you could stitch it and then create a fast channel out of it. So that is there. And smart OTT analytics. So we have we have utilized all our know-how and understanding of the entire end-to-end video workflows, and we are building our own OTT smart analytics here that you could leverage to have deeper insights within the video usage. So definitely that is one of the key platforms that we are looking for to come up very quickly, maybe in 2 to 3 weeks time. So right now we do have certain reporting, but yeah, this is quite robust in itself, and we are able to get quite a bit of insights into our video usage patterns. So this is that. Just to maybe that's all I had, but maybe to conclude, just want to bring about that. Yes, we are OTT platform and video hardened platforms. We have hardened the workflows, we have hardened subscription, user management, and all of it. And above all, we continue to innovate and bring in optimizations into the workflow. And definitely, we have helped our customers to be beneficial in terms of cost and quality. And we continue to work with E2E and leverage the platform to bring in solutions that are optimal and good in terms of quality. Yeah, if there are any other questions, maybe we could take. Yes, live video has actually it depends on the use case here. Say for example, now there could be two use cases when there are definitely latency requirements are higher, wherein you want to give a real time. Maybe it's a medical case or something like that. Or there are certain concerts that you are doing wherein you are okay for a 5 seconds or a 10 seconds latency. So there are various solutions that are being built to improvise on the latency. So for example, now HLS or a Dash standard streaming protocol has its own latency in terms of the segment size that you would have chosen. While there are protocols, WebRTC and others, which actually bring down the latency. Based on the use case, we can actually build the solution around that. Platforms optimized. Yes, so definitely here the entire hardware is optimized for video transcoding. So we have examples like Elemental. So earlier Elemental used to be boxes wherein they would have been positioned on premise for the video transcoding, Elemental, Harmonic, and this quality. So if you see now, there have been some evaluations done. Even our platform has been evaluated along with Elemental here by some of our customers. So once we go to a hardware accelerated encoder, there are some quality concerns, but yeah, so that has to be tested across content variety that I may have. And in one of the case, it was actually we were chosen for the video transcoding. Software transcoding was chosen over hardware accelerated for the quality that it could bring in. More. So yes, so if you see now, what happens is it's a wide topic in itself in terms of how the latency or how the congestion is handled from the video perspective. And with the new 5G's rollout and improvised speed on the existing 4G, so definitely the content consumption is going to go up, and mainly the video streaming part of it, right? So if we have seen a lot of differences in terms of quality of streaming, availability of bandwidth in the last maybe 3 or 5 years, and definitely that is going to pose challenge in terms of the available infrastructure. But I guess everybody is geared up, and then that's how these guys also tend to make their revenues. So the CDNs have come up, more POPs have come up, and also the tech or the infrastructure from the telcos themselves has been improvised to meet the needs. And with 5G rollout and say broadcast mode in 5G, we are expected to have a blast here in terms of video consumption.
I think there are no more questions, sir.
Yes,
Yes, thank you, sir. It was a very insightful session.
sure, Aditya, pleasure here. So yeah,
Yes, and
thank you
thanks
all.
to everyone for attending also. Thanks for your knowledge and thoughts, sir. I hope everyone had an excellent time and is leaving with valuable insight. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Yeah. Bye. Have a good day. Bye.